Hello generals, welcome to episode 14 of the Romania series. We are on day 41 and Chad is history. So now we brought everything we had to attack that Namibian city before he becomes active. For this reason I sent 2 wings of my anti-submarine helicopters and 2 wings of my naval patrol aircraft to start this attack. I remind you that the last time we were confronted with frigates, it was with the Iranian frigates attacking Ukraine, and we used our gunships back then to sink them. Now we have better tools in our hands, and those frigates, luckily, they are level 1 as well. So I'm hoping that it will be a bit easier for me to destroy them, as I have the naval patrol aircraft as well in my hands. If you have followed this series, you might remember that Namibia had 4 ships. Now he has 5 ships, meaning that he was building an extra ship, which makes our life like 25% harder to destroy them. But we still hope that we're gonna make it. And on that city to the north, Namibian city, another ballistic missile just landed. I do not even dare to pronounce the name of that city, so we'll continue our attacks. And after the first strike of the anti-submarine helicopters and one of my naval patrol aircraft, he has lost 2 ships already. And as the first attack wave concludes, we noticed again the same thing. We suffered 3 losses. We lost 3 of our naval patrol aircraft and we lost 0 of our anti-submarine helicopters. Remember when we were discussing about the strength of the helicopters against ships? This is completely new for me. It is the first time I test it, and I'm willing to follow that path from now on. I will be using a lot more helicopters against ships. Before we move on, please remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our new videos, and if you hit that like button, it would be much appreciated. A few words now for the immediate future of this channel. Since we have summer coming up, we won't be able to be spending that much time required by Conflict of Nations. Instead, and because we love RTS games, we have recently purchased Warno. I'm a veteran of the Wargame series in general, but Wargame Red Dragon, I almost had 2000 hours on it. So I'm trying currently to level up a bit so I understand the mechanics of the new game, and you can expect a few videos on that for the summer, let's say, season. So that wraps up our immediate future plans. We will be back to Conflict of Nations from late August or September. Back to our game now, and as you can see, we are continuing our attacks on the Namibian cities, and he has a considerable amount of forces still remaining. So he might become active at any moment, so I want to kill and destroy as many of his forces as I can, as fast as I can, so he doesn't have a chance to attack me, because I'm still vulnerable. I have forces spread all around Southern Africa, and they're isolated forces that are very easy to destroy if they are attacked. Another ballistic missile strike on that city as well, and our gunships are working overtime, and I press all my assets to their limit. I have my calculator on because I do not want him to have a chance to attack my forces. Let's take a look now what our allies are doing. Spain is being attacked by Ukraine and Belarus with those aircraft carriers. In Indochina not much is happening. Okay, they are attacking Jakarta, Indonesia, and the UK is attacking South Korea. We have some waypoints there in Mongolia. Okay, they are progressing at a slow pace. The North America and South America are captured by our allies, so I guess I have to do all the work now as fast as I can, because we're like 600 VPs away from winning. And we are using our stockpile of cruise missiles against the Namibian cities to finish the job faster. And this is exactly what they are doing, because we weaken him as time passes by and he cannot react seriously to threaten us. Now let's talk a bit about the lessons learned from this game. This game was difficult for me in the sense that I did not have access to certain types of units. That was the purpose, of course, of the challenge. However, as you have seen and I have demonstrated, no unit is irreplaceable. You can replace it with other units, and of course you can replace it with diplomacy. As you know by now, I'm a team player. I like to play within a coalition and I like to cooperate with other players. So diplomacy played a vital role on this game as well. The other thing is economy. Economy is the foundation of all successful campaigns. If you do not have a strong economy, you do not have productions, you cannot withstand a lot of damage. The other thing, talking about damage, is the losses. I lost my first unit in this game on day 30. From that day on, I kept on losing expensive units at a faster, let's say, pace than anticipated, partly because I did not have access to those units I mentioned before, and partly because I had very strong opponents, especially Chad. Now, talking about specific units, as always, my UAVs saved the day because I had real-time intelligence, and since they became stealth, no other player managed to upgrade his frigates or his SAMs to such a level as to be able to spot them. So I had information about them, and I could monitor their moves in real time when they were not aware I was doing so. This way I could focus my attacks and be more effective. The other unit that I think made a difference were the gunships. The gunships, because of the terrain we had to fight, I remind you that we had to fight on continental Europe and Africa only. We did not fight in South America or in the Pacific. They did an excellent job. At some point, one gunship wing, if I remember correctly, had destroyed like 65 units. And that is indicative of the workload they had. The big surprise, though, is the anti-submarine helicopters. Those helicopters have proved really strong and very effective against frigates, and they are something that I'm willing to try use more in this game in the future. I've never used them before. There you have it. First time I use these kind of units. So to tell you the truth, I did not miss that much tanks. Maybe I don't need them from now on. We will see. And as the game is about to finish, we have completed all our objectives. We are more than 2000 VPs now. We have conquered the whole of Africa, just a few pockets remaining. I would like to thank you all for taking part in this series with your comments and with your likes and the views. we have to close it here. I remind you to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our new videos, and please hit that like button, it means a lot to us and to our channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.